Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the Knife Center, coming at you from SHOT Show 2022. We're here to visit Mr. Liong Mah himself.
Thank you.
How are you, sir?
Very well. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. We've got some new Liong Mah Designs here and something else exciting as well.
Yep.
Well,
I gotta keep it excited for you guys.
yeah, and you guys right out there.
Exactly.
Well, we'll start with the Liong Mahs, I think, since they're you and they're right here.
So this is the Model 18. It was supposed to come out in 2020, and it's coming out now in 2022.
I think we had something going on then.
Yeah, it was just a little something.
We're a little busy.
So this is an integral folder. It starts out at over 600,000 stick titanium, and then we mill out completely to fit a S90V blade. This is a Loveless style fighter blade. And on this one, we did a mill pattern that is like a wave pattern. And this pattern just took like an hour on the machine to mill out. And then somebody had to go in there and polish each one of these bevels out so it doesn't look like mill patterns.
They have to. Was it like an hour on each side? Because I see it's on the back too. Or
I heard like they were crying while they were doing it, but it was okay.
you didn't have to.
No,
do it,
it wasn't. I wasn't the one crying. Thank God.
Now, these feel really good.
And the flipper action is always second to none. With just really good. Fits in the hand, feel.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing just feels super tight.
Yeah.
You've got the rigidity from that integral construction. I like the channel here for a fob at the lanyard at the back if you want.
Yeah,
that's really nice. Yeah,
and we did the ball bearing clip that everybody loves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, and I also have a couple of lefty versions of these, true lefties.
Ooh.
You know how they always feel like they're not loved? I love them.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I imagine those will be on your site probably. Yeah.
There's too few of those.
Yeah. Man, like if you've never felt one of Liong Mah's designs here, I mean, they're put together by Riot. Fantastic work. Yeah, I mean, just world class. It's cool. I see, like you're talking about the Loveless fighter blade. I see a little bit of that, like right here with the. It's not a cross guard, but you kind of not, winking at that a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Really cool.
And just so like it's like my modern take on a very traditional pattern.
Yeah. That looks fantastic and feels fantastic too. Plus S90V. What's this, like a 3 3/4 inch blade? More or less?
Yep.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Now, with me, I love big knives, but when I go into the 4-inch range, the guys are, I can't carry that. I still carry a 4-inch knife everywhere.
Yeah. Hence your big cuff
before
exactly. Over there. Love that knife too. Awesome.
Oh.
Next up.
So this is a body song. It's a 4-inch body song, so it's more of an EDC range.
Mm-hmm.
This is made and put together here, and I put it all together in my house right now. So I have a bunch of shops who made me the blade, made me the hardware, and this is an integral handle.
Oh wow. I didn't even notice that when I picked it up.
And in here, there's like no space because we had to put like steel washers and the bearing.
Yeah.
And
so you're just having to slide it all
together. Yeah, totally.
Ooh, I don't envy you that. That's the part where you are doing the crying.
Yes, that's the part I'm doing the crying. I'm like, like if I had any thought I should have done this like a piece together handle. Yeah. That would have been so much easier.
But not quite as cool.
No.
Yeah. That's a cool blade shape too. I love the lines there around the pivots.
Yeah. Just a little upswept, straight point.
Elmax steel?
Elmax steel.
Very cool. It feels really good. And of course, I am not an expert, as you can tell, but that feels really
and instead
good.
of a pocket clip, we're gonna have a leather slip sheath.
Oh, nice. Nice. That'll make it real easy. You mentioned the EDC, so that'll be real cool. Very, very nice. Well, I think the bigger news, like even this stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
But I wasn't ready for this when I came up to the table. You've got a new sub-brand.
Yes. And it's named eutectic, which is an old Greek word that means two materials melting at the same temperature. And I wanted to do this for a while just because for the Liong Mah line, they're around like anywhere from 300 to 1250. And a lot of people just weren't able to get them. And if they did, it would just be like a collector item. No one really uses it, even though it's the best steels.
Yeah,
It's handwork, hand ground blades, but no one will actually put it to the test.
They're afraid to scuff it up or anything. Yeah.
So I want to come up with a brand where people can use as their daily beater, and that's what we have in Eutectic.
These are cool. Well, tell me about this model first.
So that's the binary, and the binary has a D2 blade, and it's a liner lock with a variety of G10 and micarta handles, and we have our traditional flipper, and also the front flipper. And we're also going to add a mill slot here just so you can open it 3 ways.
Give it a little more personality and do the thumb as well.
Yes.
Yeah. You can still pinch it out though. Yeah.
Like I think, like with me, I'll sit at my desk all day and just play with my knives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of us do that whether we like to admit it or not, I think.
And this would be something that if you go camping, you're not afraid to drop it. You're not afraid to get it scuffed up or get it dirty. And we have all hardened stainless hardware and a deep in pocket clip. These are samples, and so the clip will be also reversible to the lefty side.
Okay, great.
And we will also have true lefties.
Okay, cool. So moving the liner to the actual left hand, the liner lock to the left hand position. Ball bearings, did you say?
Ball bearings.
Yep. And I know on this one, you folks know I'm never the best at some top flippers or front flippers. They're going to change this is in flux a little bit, this ramp up top. Yeah.
So this ramp was cut not as high as it should. It will be more reflective of this ramp, so it'll be a lot easier to front flip.
Well, it's a really nice blade shape here. I like that you went with a relatively thin blade stock with that full flat grind. That is an awesome EDC slicer.
Yeah.
Very cool. About 3.5?
3.75.
3.75. Yeah.
But the edge is 3.5.
Yeah.
It's the extra finger notch here, right here, that really takes up the room.
I like that you made it big enough for folks with big fingers like me, so I'm not going to kiss the back of that edge a little bit.
It's such a struggle sometimes because as a designer, you want to maximize the blade length, and then you're like, okay, someone's just going to cut themselves if I do that.
I like pinching up on that too. That feels like it's going to be real nice.
And I really went with like a stock where they could grind it really thin. Yeah. Because I prefer a really thin edge.
Especially with your cooking background, like it's got to slice first
and
foremost.
To slice.
Yeah, man. Very cool. Very cool. So what was that model again? I'm sorry.
The binary.
The binary, and then we've got another kind of drop point.
So this is the EFD. This is Everyday Field Duty, which is one of my most popular models. Mm-hmm. And I simplified things with just making the lines straighter. And I added more fidgety by adding a front flipper and a much larger hole so you can index finger flick it from the back.
Real easy.
Yeah. And, it's a slightly wider like the original Field Duty, which I think makes it just easier to grab, easier to hold. Just a good grip. And then if you want more control, you can grip it with the index finger notch up in the front. Flat grind, like with all these, so it'll be a great slicer.
Yeah, really cool. Same specs otherwise.
Same
D2,
specs otherwise.
Same, essentially the same series of colors available on all of these. Yeah.
And we're gonna try to get as many colors as we can, some orange, some purple, and as many micartas as we can find for this line.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, they feel really well put together.
And of course we have the stone wash and the black wash.
Very nice. And of course, being D2, that stone wash is going to help a little bit with the corrosion resistance. Yeah. Really cool.
I find it not, and I live in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't find any issues with D2.
It works well for me. I know some people get a little worried about it. So that's a nice little nod to taking care of that a little bit.
Yeah. Just
all right.
Wipe down your blades. Yeah. It'll be fine.
Take care of your tools. They'll take care of you.
Yep. And next we have the Trinity model. And it's called Trinity because I put in 3 methods of opening, which is the hole, the front flipper, and the traditional flipper on the back. A very neutral handle and a Bowie style blade.
Yeah. Really cool. Yeah. They all feel really well put together. Yeah, I got no complaints. I like again, the thin blade stock with the flat grind. I love the features here. Excited to see where the street price winds up landing on these.
Yeah. So even though I carry, a $400 knife every day, I think this will be like a great everyday beater knife.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
absolutely, absolutely. No compunction about just beating
right.
on it.
You're not gonna feel bad if you're cutting and then you hit something.
Guilty.
Yeah. And the
Really
first
cool.
ones will be D2, and then we'll try to see what other steels we can fit into this lineup.
Okay.
And there's so many right now that we want to try, but we have to start somewhere. So we're starting with that first.
Of course. Very nicely done. Awesome. Well, Liong, thanks for showing us this stuff today.
Thank you, David.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Folks, let us know what you think of those knives down in the comments. And to check out all of Liong's greatest new stuff, we'll have a link in the description to take you over to KnifeCenter.com. And I'm sure we're going to be having these knives up there just as soon as they're available, because they seem like winners to me.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thanks for
everyone.
sticking around for our SHOT Show coverage, everybody. Liong, thanks again, man.
Thank you.